Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name's StepsBasic and welcome back to my community show. That's the goal right there. Hey, cell phone, I'll get to it in a second. That's the goal right there, it's beautiful. Oh, anyway, that's not what's important. I was hoping I'd be coming to you this week with a new topic, but what's important is we gotta talk about this thingy. I'm not even sure if I spelt it right. I'm that annoyed with it, I don't even care. But Article 13 of the European Union, of the Copyright Directive as they're calling it, is, in my opinion, a bigger threat to our internet than net neutrality ever was. And I'm an American who was actually affected by net neutrality, which is a big talk there I can give. Oh, well, it just helps breed competition. Well, guess what? I ain't got no competition with Cox right now, and they're trying to charge me $10 extra to speed up my internet. Exactly the thing we were saying about it. Or I was saying about it anyway. But anyway, that's not our topic. We're talking about this. We're talking about the European Union. We're going outside of the United States for this, because it affects everybody. If you're not a part of the European Union, oh, then what do you got to worry about, huh? It's not going to affect you. Big codswallop, if you ask me. I'm a United States American citizen over here. Yes. And we're actually famous for being very insular, like, oh, the rest of the world doesn't exist outside of the US, right? I don't think that way. Especially when you think about YouTube, which is what I want to talk about. I personally am a YouTuber, in case you couldn't tell. Now, generally, this wouldn't be a problem. I mean, a problem, yes, in that it's screwing over a lot of people in the Europe area, but I have subscribers in those areas. I have people I care about in those areas. I have people I watch who live in those areas, and I'm worried about losing that. And that's kind of the problem. See, the European Union Copyright Directive is something they're putting in place, which I fully support the idea behind it, but much like a lot of, especially modern day politics stuff, the idea is sound. The action is wrong. See, what they're doing is they're going to be holding the platforms responsible for any copyright violations. Any copyright violations. Now, here in the United States, we have Article 17 of the Copyright Code, which allows for things like fair use, i.e., I can take a video clip of anyone, I can take written word of anyone, and I can put it in one of my videos, provided I alter it, i.e., I change the context, I critique the content, or I satirize it. Parody, critique, commentary. And that covers what I do on my channel, i.e. gaming. I take the games, which definitely not my intellectual property, and I alter it with commentary, critique, and parody. This article that I'm talking about, or the Article 17 that we have here, does not apply over there, especially with Article 13 in play. Because that's going to destroy a lot of things like parodies. That's going to destroy covers. That's going to destroy, you make a meme video. It's going to screw you up. You want to stop cleaning yourself on camera, cat? And that really hurts because, I mean, like, Janet Devlin, she's one of my favorite singing artists on this platform. And she lives in Europe. And she does covers of like spectacular songs. Granted, she does have her own material too, and she has done some of her own poetry, which is stop it, stop cleaning yourself when I'm talking to people. But anyway, she's done a lot of her own stuff too, and she's done, but what she mostly does is covers of songs, and she does them like hauntingly beautiful, and I just love the work. And then Article 13 comes along and she can't do that anymore. Now that's how it's going to affect people there. That's one of the ways it's going to affect people there. But also it's going to affect people there because of, they won't be able to watch my stuff. Because my stuff will be blocked in that country. I've had this come up before where I thought it was kind of weird and I didn't really understand it, but I played, what was it called? Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. And the first song in the game had my video blocked in Germany. But only Germany, nowhere else. Because I guess that song violated some copyright law that they had. I didn't know that was going to happen. But now we're talking about that sort of thing applied to all of Europe. Or all of the European Union anyway. And I'm sitting here wondering, you're literally taking away hundreds of thousands of people's livelihoods, people who work on the internet, people who do what I do. And then you're taking away a source of entertainment for even more people. I mean, I'm not talking about myself here. I mean, I got a few people over there, but I'm not even a big draw over there. Most of my subscriber base is over here in the United States. In Canada, I do have some in the UK and some in Germany, like Ben. Hi, Ben. But then we have other people like this fella. He lives in Brighton, in England. That's in Europe. I mean, they got that Brexit thing going on. I don't think it's ever happened yet, but they're still part of the European Union for now. And he can't do his gaming videos because of this article over here. He has, what is it, 16 million subscribers worldwide? I mean, do these guys even stop and think about what they're doing? Now, this article, what they're doing now, they've attempted something like it before, and it just literally fell on its face. It was never enforced, nobody used it, and so it just kind of faded into oblivion, obscurity and whatnot. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for, either that it doesn't get enforced or it's just too large to enforce. I know Susan Wojcicki, our Lord and Savior here on YouTube, she actually talked about this, and she was talking about how YouTube and Google would just not be able to support paying the European Union fines. And that is exactly what they're trying to do, I think. They're trying to steal money, essentially. Funnel it into their own bank accounts. Because if they can charge big companies like YouTube, like Google, like Facebook and Twitter for copyright material, news links, that was a big thing I had an issue with, was like they're trying to drive out the little man, the little independent news media out of business, essentially, because they can't afford to pay for stuff like that. And so this is in a way a call to action. I don't know European politics very well. I mean, I know some of it, like England has a parliament where they basically just sit on their thumbs and yell at each other for a while, which is very similar to how we do things here in America. But what I say is if there's somebody you can contact, go out against this. Do not let this pass. I'm talking as an American here. It's not essentially going to affect me, but it is going to affect me because I worry about government intervention like this. I mean, it was the same reason. I mean, it just worries me, you know. We don't need this sort of thing. Protecting copyrighted material, protecting the artist, protecting the creator is very important. But you're going about it the wrong way. Now, Google and YouTube, they handle copyright claims, and they will take it, they will sort it out, essentially. And they have handled it very well. They've handled it in the past. But to put the onus of that on them, i.e., it's their fault that, say, I uploaded a gaming video. Technically, yes. I couldn't upload to YouTube without YouTube being there. And YouTube didn't intervene and say, don't upload this. But I mean, realistically, there's no way they can control everybody's input. I'm going to link you to Philly D's video. Philip DeFranco. He did a good video on it. He talked about it. He had things you could do and follow up on. And I want you to follow that. And if you haven't watched his video, well, quite frankly, he's better than I am at talking about this. More informed, especially since I'm just kind of going off an emotional rant here. But we need to protect this. I mean, the internet is important to all of us. Everybody, across political boundaries, across every sort of boundary, gateway, broadband, whatever you want to call it, across the world. The internet is literally what is bringing the world together. I can talk to somebody in Germany. They can talk to somebody in Australia. And that person could in turn talk to somebody in Saudi Arabia. But this whole world is united by the internet. YouTube. I'm sitting here in my house in America talking to you, Ben, in your house in Germany. That is amazing. And for them to step in and do this, which could literally cut the internet down, just like level it, it's not a good thing. Now, I'm emotional, I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried about not only my subscriber base, but the people I enjoy watching. And I am worried about the people who are over there who want to watch other things like Rhett and Link. I mean, they do a lot more of their original content than I do on this channel. You know, they do their goofy stuff. But on occasions, they do have stuff like that on their Good Mythical Morning. You know, or video clips and whatnot. The React Brothers, the Fine Brothers, not the React Brothers. The Fine Brothers. Various news outlets. Philip DeFranco himself, he uses clips, pictures, articles and whatnot. He wouldn't be able to do that. He wouldn't be able to spread this news over there. And I wouldn't be able to hear news from over there either because he wouldn't be able to get it. But anyway, /end rant, I'm done. That's all I've really got to say on it is we cannot let this pass. I mean, I have no say in it. But if my voice can help reach somebody else out there and say, learn, overcome, and defeat, then do it. But anyway, sorry for the rant. Thank you guys so much for joining me for tonight's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you did, please go and poke that like button for me. If you'd like to see more from me, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Of course, I don't talk political stuff very often, unless it actually affects, you know, a wider base than just myself. But as far as that's concerned, if you do like these if you do like gaming videos and gaming related topics, that's what I usually talk about here. But anyway, yeah. And of course, you're more than welcome to leave comments down in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, when I can, if I can, you know all that jazz. And tune in next time when we'll talk about something else. Hopefully, something a little more upbeat and no ranty. But anyway, until then, good night.